Kayla Harrison, my man, you know what I mean? The golden woman in MMA right now. She signed a historic new contract with the PFL despite UFC and Bellator offers, brother. She signed a multi-year, too, which is kind of surprising, contract over at the PFL. And you can look at it two ways. And this is the argument that I feel like we've been making from the jump, brother. You can take the glory, take the pay cut, go to the UFC, be the best, fight the best. Or you can take easy-ish fights, easier fights for millions of dollars, set up you and your family for generational wealth for, you know what I mean, generations to come at that point. Do you falter for doing this? What do you make of the news? And how do you think this will impact her legacy in the long term?
I don't falter at all, man. I say get that bag. You know, that obviously the PFL is paying way more money, and at the end of the day, it is called prize fighting. So you're there fighting for some money to feed your family. I got no shame in Kayla Harris's game at all, brother. I think it's a good move. Does it tarnish her legacy in the sport? Like not necessarily her legacy, but man, it really makes me wish we could see some of the other fights. You know, I can see where you're coming from. If other people say, you know, oh, she should have been fighting the best for the best. If this was, you know, a kumite and this was a movie setup, 100%, I agree with you. But this is life, brother. She got to pay those bills. So I don't falter at all. What about you? What do you think?
No, I absolutely don't falter. I'm not surprised. I thought that this would happen. I thought, like, if she really was chasing the glory, okay, we come over to the UFC. But I said it from the jump. I was like, why would you risk the pay cut? Why not just take the money and keep it running? I will say this is going to be one of those things that I think we're going to look back on in the next couple iterations of the UFC generations or MMA generations, where we'll say, damn, I wish we could have got to see Kayla Harrison versus so-and-so. Most likely the number one bout they're going to be talking about is Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison, but really, we still got to figure out how realistic that ever was, because she fights at 155. That's her catered weight class in the PFL, and she'd have to go at least down to 145, if not 135, to really, you know, make some real push in the UFC, I think, unless they did just a one-off special thing for her. So either way, I just wanted to talk about that real fast. That was one of the biggest acquisitions or free agency decisions that we've had in quite some time, to be honest. Since, what's another big one that happened? I guess Michael Chandler, when he left Bellator and came to the UFC, that was another big one right there. But either way,